Sir,
Yes.
repeat what you said.
Sir, repeat.
See, B dash is a point on the x-axis, right? Now, if I reflect B dash on the x-axis, suppose this is your x-axis. Suppose suppose this is your x-axis. Okay. And this is your x-axis. And say B dash is a point here, whose coordinates are 2, 0. Okay. So under which line is it invariant? Now, if I reflect B dash on this x-axis, it is the image is going to be the same, B dash, right or wrong? Because it is on the uh, on the mirror line. Right? I told you this definition, isn't it, of invariant point? So any question here?
No, sir. No, sir.
If the point was here, my image would have been somewhere over here, isn't it? But if the point lies on the x-axis itself, that means the image must also be on the x-axis. Therefore, B dash is an invariant point, because if you take the image of B dash under reflection in the x-axis, you will get the same point, B dash. So therefore, B dash is invariant under reflection in the x-axis. Okay. Next question, number 8. Now this question does not have anything to do with graph. 0k is invariant under reflection in the origin. Find k. Now see here, 0k, it is given to you. Let me just erase this. Zero k is invariant under reflection in the x-axis. So what does it mean? What does it mean? 0k when reflected in the x-axis remains 0k, isn't it? Or better still,
Yes, sir.
if it is invariant, now first of all we'll find the image. The image of 0k under reflection in the x-axis will be 0 minus k, right or wrong?
Right.
Now if 0k is invariant point, is an invariant point, then these two images, the object must be equal to the object, the coordinates of the object must be equal to coordinates of the image. Therefore 0k must be equal to 0 minus k. That means k must be equal to minus k. That means k plus k is equal to 0. That means 2k is equal to 0. That means k is equal to 0. You understood this?
Yes, sir. But why did you do that?
Which one?
For this k1, k equals to minus k plus k equals to 0, 2k equals to 0, then k equals to 0. Why
That is
did you
what
do that?
they have asked you to find out the value of k. They have asked you to find out the value of k. So when 0k is reflected in the x-axis, you get 0 minus k. Okay. But it is said that 0k is invariant, is an invariant point. That means these two must be the same because they are invariant point. So therefore I have taken these two to be equal. And then with the help of this, I have found out the value of k. which is equal to 0. Any question?
No, sir.
We'll do the last part. Find the coordinates of the image of P obtained on reflection in the origin, followed by reflection in the x-axis. Now again, you don't have to plot these points. Okay, you simply write down the coordinates. So you have, first of all, write down the coordinates of the image of P. So P minus 5, 1. When reflected in the origin, this transforms to a point P dashed such that both the signs change of the x component and the y component. The signs of the x component and the y component change. So minus 5 becomes plus 5 and plus 1 becomes minus 1. So you have got the first part is okay, obtained on reflection in the origin, followed by reflection in the x-axis. Now whatever point that we have got here, this point is now reflected in this point P dashed is now reflected in the x-axis. If this point is reflected in the x-axis, then this transforms to P double dash, and you know that if a point is reflected in the x-axis, only the y coordinate changes, right? So 5 and minus 1 changes to a plus 1. So that's was the key here. Okay, that obtained on reflection in the origin, followed by reflection in the x-axis. That means whatever point that you get, followed by means whatever point that you are getting on reflection in the origin, the same point you are reflecting in the x-axis. Okay, so this should be your answer. So this problem is complete. Any question on any part of
Sir,
this
can
problem?
you repeat?
Again, why? Any
Sir,
audio
this
problem?
Yes, sir, your voice is cracking.
The point here is that you have to obtain a point, the image of this point P minus 5, 1 on reflection in the origin. Okay, so what I did was I reflected this point in the origin to get the coordinates P dashed, this one. And you know, how did I get? You know that when the point is reflected in the origin, only the y coordinate changes its sign. The x coordinate remains the same. So that is why it is 5 minus 1. Now the next part is
Yes.
followed by reflection in the x-axis. Followed by reflection in the x-axis means after you reflect this point in the origin to get this image, now this point, the same point is now reflected, the same point P dashed is now reflected in the x-axis. Okay, and once you know it is reflected in the x-axis, only the y coordinate changes its sign, the x coordinate remains the same, and therefore we have got P double dashed as the final coordinate. Okay, so your key here was followed by. Followed by means whatever you are getting after reflection in the origin, you are reflecting that particular point again in the x-axis. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Any other part? Any doubt?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay. And the solution is also there for you. So what I'll do here is now I'll go on to the assignment problems that I have given you. Now in your homework problems, I had given you this question number 10. Okay. Write down the coordinates of the image of P 3 minus 2 when reflected in the x-axis, reflected in the y-axis, then 3 and 4 reflected in the x-axis followed by reflection in the y-axis, reflected in the origin. Now see here, they have not said use graph paper. So it is optional for you. If you want to use graph paper, you can use, or otherwise you can do without the graph paper also. Okay. So this one is a fairly easy one. Let us attempt this question. Let's see.
Sir, but question number 3 is not easy. 10 part 3.
10 part 3. Have I given you that?
Sir, 10 part
You have
3.
given 10.
Oh, 10 part
Sir, you
3.
have given.
Oh, 10.
Yes,
Okay.
10
sir.
means
Okay, okay, fine, fine, fine.
all.
And I'll show you this. Write down the coordinates of the point 3 minus 2. Let us call the point 3 minus 2 as P 3 minus 2. Okay, let's call this point as P. Okay, now the question here is when it is reflected, find out the coordinate when it is reflected in the x-axis. So first part of the question is x-axis. So P3 minus 2 when it is reflected in the x-axis transforms to a point say P dashed. And how will you get the image of this? When a point is
3,
reflected in the
2.
x-axis, we only change the
3, 2.
only change the sign of the y
Y-axis.
coordinate. Okay. Next question. When when it is reflected in the y-axis, so P3 minus 2 when it is reflected in the y-axis, it
Minus
transforms to a
3.
point P double dashed. Okay, minus 3 minus 2 because in this case we change only the sign of the x coordinate. Okay, and say number 3 reflected in the x-axis followed by reflection in the y-axis. That means after reflection in the x-axis, whatever coordinate you're getting, that coordinate you reflect again in the y-axis. So what you do is you first find out the coordinates of this 3 minus 2 when reflected in the x-axis, which you have already done in one, isn't it? You have got the coordinate as 3, 2.
3,
Now what
2.
happens? This 3, 2, P 3, 2, this one, now we are reflecting in the y-axis.
Y-axis.
So to get, say, a point P triple dash, let's say, P triple dash, what will I do? I will change when it is reflected in the y-axis, only the sign of the x coordinate changes. So 3 minus 2. That is it?
So minus 2, no?
No,
Minus 3, minus 2.
no, we are reflecting this point, and it is with this
Oh,
P3 minus 2 is being reflected in the y-axis. Okay, so that this is okay. And the
okay,
last
sir.
one reflected in the origin. This one is easy. When P3 minus 2 is reflected in the origin, let us say P4, 4 dashed, quadruple dashed. You get change the sign of both minus 3, 2. Okay. What are you getting? What do you see? This P triple dashed minus 3, 2 is the same as P quadruple dashed. So you can write here P triple dashed minus 3, 2. Okay. So that is how you do. Any question here? No use of graph paper here. If you want, you can use graph
Sir,
paper.
we can use it.
Yes.
We can use it.
If you want, you can use.
Sir, let us write.
Okay. If you
Yes,
want,
sir, please.
you can use the graph paper. Otherwise, graph paper is not required here because normally we use graph paper for if the line is other than x-axis, y-axis, or if you have to find the area. In such cases, we use graph paper, and especially when it is not mentioned, use graph paper so you can avoid graph paper. So can I proceed now to the next problem?
Yes,
Sir, one
sir.
second. Yes, sir, now you can proceed.
Next one is number 23. Okay. Use graph paper for this question. Let me just. Okay. So we'll use graph paper for this question. And besides, okay. Use graph paper for this question. The point P2 minus 4 is reflected about the line x is equal to 0 to get. Now, see here, the scale of the graph is not mentioned here. So, scale is up to you. You will use your good judgment to take the scale. Okay, now see, what kind of a scale should I take here? What kind of a scale should I take here? The point P2 minus 4 is given, is reflected in the line x is equal to 0 to get the image Q. Find the coordinates of Q. Point Q is reflected in the line y is equal to 0. See all the questions, okay? Name the figure PQR. Find the area of the triangle of the figure PQR. Fine. So which means that your coordinates actually are not exceeding 2 and 4. So it is well within, if you see all your coordinates, whatever you will get, they'll be well within your reach. If you take this scale, 2 centimeter is equal to 1 unit. Okay, if you take this scale, all the coordinates will be well within your reach. So we'll use this scale. Otherwise, you can use 1 centimeter is equal to 1 unit also. No problem. The point P2 minus 4 is reflected about the line x is equal to 0. What about this line? X is equal to 0. What is this line? What do you mean by this line?
So that means.
X is equal to
So
0 is
that
which line?
means that. Sir, on y-axis.
Y-axis, exactly. You have this as your y-axis. This is your negative direction of x. This is your negative direction of y. So let us plot the point first. 2 minus 4. 2 and minus 4. P 2 minus 4. This point. This point is reflected in the y-axis to get the image Q. So how to get the image of P under reflection in the y-axis? You drop a perpendicular from here. Okay. And what is this distance? This distance is 2 units. Right? So you take 2 units from here also, extend this line. So here. So you get the image Q. And what is the coordinate of this? Minus 2, minus 4. So therefore, in your
So
answer,
why minus 2? It is on the
because
x-axis
in order to
only.
reach here, we move minus 2 and then we move minus 4 distance.
Minus 4.
Oh, minus 4. Yes, sir, understood.
Okay, so what you will write here is your answer to the first part of the question. In your single line answer sheet, you will write P 2 minus 4 transforms to the point under reflection in x is equal to 0 or y-axis. This transforms to the point Q minus 2 minus 4. Okay. Find the coordinates of Q, which we have already found and written also and plotted also. That is done. Now we move on to the second part. Point Q is reflected about the line y is equal to 0 to get the image R. Now this point Q, that is the image of P, this is now reflected in about the line y is equal to 0. Now which is the line y is equal to 0? Y is equal to 0 means which line?
X-axis.
X-axis, exactly. So y is equal to 0 means x-axis. We are about to reflect this point Q in the x-axis. Okay. So what we are going to do here is, we're going to drop a perpendicular from here on the x-axis. Okay. Measure this distance. How much is this distance? 4 units. And we are going to take 4 units here also. This is my image R. And what is the coordinates of R? Minus 2, 4. Okay. Find the coordinates of R. So we have found the coordinates of R, plotted it also. Now we'll write it on our single line sheet. Q, when reflected in Q minus 2 minus 4, when reflected in the line y is equal to 0 or x-axis, it transforms
So
to the
2
point.
comma minus 4.
It transforms to the point minus 2 comma 4. 2 comma minus 4. Minus 2 comma 4.
So why?
Why?
Because you have passed to
You are
minus
moving
2
in the
and
negative
then
direction of x, and then you are moving in the positive direction of y.
Oh, अच्छा.
Class 9 question. Yes, acha. Very acha. Next.
Sorry, sir.
Next question is, name the figure PQR. What kind of a question is this? Name the figure PQR. Okay. Has to be a triangle. Let's see, maybe some special kind of a triangle. Let's see. So what you do here is, we have PQR. PQR, PQ and R we have already joined with the help of dotted line. Only P and R is left to join. So let us join P and R. We join this. Okay. PQR is a triangle. What kind of a triangle? It is a right angle triangle. Because if you see, here we have a 90 degree. So this is a right angle triangle. Okay. So your answer to this question is, PQR is a right angle triangle. Next question is, find the area of the figure. You know how to find out the area of the figure? So let me write the answer to the third one also. PQR is a right angled triangle. And you need to find the area of this triangle. Now see how to find out the area. This is 4 units, as I have marked here. This is 4 units. This is also 4 units. So what is the height of this triangle? 4 plus 4, 8 units. What about the base? What is this length? This length is 2 units. This length is also 2 units. That means 4 units. So therefore, what should be the area? Half base into height. So here we'll write here, base PQ is 2 plus 2 equal to 4 units. And what about the height? QR? QR you see is 4 plus 4, 8 units, right? QR is 8 units. Therefore, area of triangle PQR is half into base into height. Half into 4 into 8. So this is 16 square units. Okay. Any question here?
Till now, no, sir.
No, sir.
This is the end of the problem. So there is no till now. Problem has ended.
Sir, let me copy the sum. If I have any problem, I will ask you.
And finish in 2 minutes, because whatever time is left, I want to finish the third problem also. This third problem is not too easy.
Sir, you show this. So the graph is done. I want to do the sums. Yes, sir.
Fine. I'll proceed now.
No, sir. No, sir. Please. Sir, please, please.
P and Q have coordinates 0, 5 and -2, 4. Okay. So we'll plot the points P and Q. P is 0, 5. 0, 5 means it lies on the y-axis, right? Somewhere over here. I haven't marked here. Let's mark 5. So P, this point is here. P 0, 5. And Q is the point -2, 4. And -2, 4 will lie somewhere over here. So this is my point Q, -2, 4. First question is, P is invariant when reflected in an axis. Name the axis. P is invariant when reflected in an axis. Which axis? P lies on the y-axis, isn't it? So therefore, it has to be invariant under reflection in the y-axis. So let us write this. P is invariant under reflection in the y-axis. Any question on this part? I hope it is clear, because see, P lies on the y-axis. Therefore, whatever the image of P, it will be P itself. Or you can say x is equal to 0. Next question. Find the image of Q on reflection in the axis found in 1. So that means you need to find out the image of Q under reflection in the axis found in 1. And in 1 we have found what axis? The y-axis. So we will find out the image of Q under reflection in the y-axis. We'll drop a perpendicular from here. And so this distance is 2 units. We will take 2 units here also. Okay, so we get this point. This is my, say, Q dashed. The image of Q under reflection in the y-axis. And what is the coordinate of this? 2 minus 4. So in the answer you will write Q minus 2, 4 under reflection in the y-axis gets transformed to Q dashed 2 minus 4. This answers your second part. Next, 0k is invariant on reflection in the origin. Find the value of k. This was just like the last problem that we did. 0k under reflection in the origin transforms to the point 0 minus k. Okay, so let us call this point P and let us call this point P dash. Oh, not P. Let us choose some other notation. P is already given. Let us call this point K to K dashed. Since K is invariant, capital K is invariant.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, the coordinates of Q are given as -2, 4, but we have plotted it as -2, -4.
Oh, the coordinates of Q are -2, 4. Okay, that's my mistake. Let us do it again.
Yes.
-2, 4. -2, 4. This one. So let's drop a perpendicular here and transforms to Q dashed. This is 2, 4. So this becomes, in my answer, I'll write 2, 4. Okay. So now coming back to this question, k is invariant, so therefore 0k must be equal to 0 minus k, and therefore k is equal to minus k. That means 2k is equal to 0. That means k is equal to 0. Okay, so this part we had done in the earlier. Now the last question. Find the coordinates of the image of Q obtained by reflecting it in the origin, followed by reflection in the x-axis. Followed by means whatever image you are getting, that you are reflecting. Let us find. Write the coordinates of Q obtained on reflection in the origin. So what are the coordinates of Q? -2, 4. On reflection in the origin, it will transform to, since Q dashed we have already taken here, let us take, we say Q double dashed. It will transform to a point 2 minus 4 under reflection in the origin, followed by reflection in the x-axis. Now what we'll do, we'll take this point Q double dashed and we will reflect it in the x-axis. What happens when you reflect a point in the x-axis? Let us say this changes to Q triple dashed. The coordinate, the y coordinate only changes its sign. So it is 2, 4.
2, 4.
Which, what do you see? It is the same as Q dashed, isn't it? 2, 4. Right? So Q triple dashed is the same as Q dashed, 2, 4. So that is
2
what you have
dash.
to do. If you let us plot these points also. Q double dash 2 minus 4. 2 and minus 4. So we'll plot this. Q double dash 2 minus 4. And this again is your under reflection in the origin. It is nothing but Q dashed, which we have already written Q triple dashed.